I think we're almost live. We're getting there. We're getting there. See how long the audio holds out this time. As that was fun from last week, was it not? It says it's starting. Receiving your content. That's amazing. We're super pumped about that. You are live, so it says. So it says. So hey, how's it going, everybody? Thanks so much for checking out Exile State Comics. It's Friday afternoon comics, a little late, and this will be a shorter show, as maybe 30 minutes. We'll see how long we actually go with this. But yeah, Fridays don't always go as we planned, and yeah, that's how this Friday was. So hope everybody's having a great Friday. I hope you've had a great week so far. Hope you're having, or I hope you have a great weekend planned. Got some good stuff coming up. I'm actually going to run to a kind of a local Comic Con tomorrow. I went to the first one this city had last year, and it was all right. I mean, I walked away with some stuff. Nothing too amazing, but some good stuff nonetheless. I was happy with that. So we'll see what's going on. We got Nick Miller and Comic Boys. What's going on, Comic Boys? Haven't seen you in a while, man. Hope you're doing well. And I'm getting choked up. Yeah. So, yeah, if you didn't get a chance last night, go ahead and check out ComiConversation episode 100. Of course, we talked about the Henry Cavill. I don't even remember how to pronounce his last name. Cavill. Henry Cavill news about Superman and what that really meant. Was it something that's really happening? Was it just a ploy to get a negotiating tactic on his contract? Things of that sort. Who knows? It's DC's cinematic universe is it's kind of crazy. So who knows? It seems like maybe they're going to go away from Batman and Superman at this point, or maybe that's a smart thing that they should do and just focus on other characters. Where's our Booster Gold movie, man? Where's our Booster Gold movie? That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Kyle Walker's here and Miss Hustle. Hey, how's it going? Thanks so much for checking in. I really appreciate that. Hope y'all, like I said, I hope y'all are having a great day. I'm not even sure what I'm going to be looking for at this con tomorrow. I really don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know. My collection's like so crazy at this point that I don't even know. I know what I'm missing. I know what I want. I'm still looking for that Uncanny X-Men annual number 9. I gotta find that at some point. Just haven't actually come across it. Haven't dug through too many boxes to find it yet. So I'll come up with it. It's a good one. Scotty's here. What's going on, Scotty? 149er. The books. Yeah? I'll send you the stuff, Weiner. If you haven't got them, that's weird. But yeah. I think Nick got his. I know Poor Man's Comic got his. So yeah, we'll find out. I'll send that after I'm done here. So normal kind of stuff. It's also Batman Day tomorrow, so that's a big key for a Saturday. I have to go back to my shop and pick up a book that they got shorted on. That is Champions 24. I think that's the number 24. It kind of takes a step away from the normal storyline that's going on and them getting forced into like Weird World or wherever they're going, and is going to focus on like gun violence or something for an issue. So we'll see how that one goes. Kind of a one-off. Cool. So we will see what's going on with that book. Mainly in it, I jumped on when Snowguard, that's her name. When she started, I wanted to kind of check that out as a comparison to DC's Equinox, who DC has seemingly forgotten about at this point. We have not seen her show up in Rebirth. She was part of the Justice League United when that story kind of kicked off. Yeah, so we'll see. It should be good stuff. But yeah, that's pretty much that on that. And I still have that video that I need to do something with of Equinox and Snowguard. Are they the same character? Is one a ripoff of the other? I just hope that it was Jim Zub, I want to say, that created Snowguard. I could be completely wrong with the name. I'm hoping that he just did not read anything of Justice League United, and he's not friends with Jeff Lemire. Otherwise, it would be really messed up that he was just like, I'm going to do the same character with the same colors. Haha. I don't know. I don't know. I have no clue on that whatsoever. So, all right, but books that I did actually physically get this week. But I was saying about Batman Day. Sorry, Batman Day. See, live shows, man. Live shows. You get just off track and you're talking about crazy stuff. Batman Day tomorrow. Store exclusives are going to be there. If you can hit your local shop, definitely do it. I know in the past, like Barnes & Noble and places like that have also kind of capitalized on Batman Day, so you never know what you're going to find. My shop is doing exclusive covers, of course, and some giveaways of like Batman masks. I want to say they're probably masks that come with the trades that you could get, like the Court of Owls, or the Death of the Family, Death in the Family, whatever, the New 52 Batman story, where we were getting all those big nice boxes where you get a trade and a mask. I think that's what they're gonna be kind of giving away. I'm not sure. Miss Hustle said, "Is I can't, I'm choking to death." Miss Hustle said, "Is it just me, or have you always got a comic-related shirt on when you go live?" She's never seen the same shirt twice. Well, I've wore the same shirt twice, several times. But no, I have a ridiculous amount of comic book T-shirts. It feels like yeah, a lot. So I try to mix it up, and I try to make sure that I don't wear the same shirt in back-to-back videos. That's realistically my only goal, is to go back, watch the video previous, and make sure I'm not wearing the same shirt. Several times I've had to change because I did. Just some random stuff you try to do. But he rents them. I do. I got a little, man, I should that's a business right there. Renting out comic book shirts, man, let's do it. Let's do it. It's a good business idea. Probably not gonna work. It's a bit a little stinky. I don't want to wear a shirt after some people's. As it were. But all right. So let's books from this week that we picked up. What do we get? We had to go with Wonder Woman. This is issue 54, of course. The B cover. A cover was nice, but B cover is Jenny Frison. Come on. This, if you follow me on Instagram, I posted this up, I guess, for Wonder Woman Wednesday. So definitely check that out if you can. I really appreciate it. Over on Instagrams, it's Exile State Comics. It's pretty easy. You try to keep it the same. But yeah, Jenny Frison has always done a great job with the Wonder Woman covers since she's been on it. I've really liked those. A friend of mine has found inspiration from some of these covers, and she's going to be doing a Wonder Woman cosplay soon, kind of based on some of these, using elements from different covers that Jenny Frison's done. So I think that's super amazing. Love it. Love it. Next up, Catwoman issue number 3. What do you think? What cover did I get? Cover B. Art Germ all day long, right? Art Germ all day long. I know a lot of people buy like several copies of this stuff, and I'm not sure why they do. Maybe they just want several copies, or they think that at some point they're going to be valuable. I don't really see much happening. That Batgirl 12, the Art Germ on that one that's so expensive now, I think that's just, one of those things. That one had a tremendously low print run. Just like what was the first one he did with Supergirl? Or I believe it was 12 also. That one had a low print run. And then, of course, everybody went crazy. So 13 through whatever, they jumped up in the print runs. Not so much craziness there. What are we saying here? Jesse's here. What's going on, JLS? How's it going, brother? Yeah, some it's kind of up in the air whether or not you like it. I think it just depends on the subject matter and what he's doing with the covers. Sometimes it's awesome. Sometimes you're like, I'll pass on that one. So I know some of it, like I said, some of it's just you can't pass it up. Like this Catwoman 3. This is a book I've just been reading digitally for fun, and I did not pick up issue 2. I didn't like that cover, I guess, for whatever reason, but this one was just had to get it. Not a ton coming out this week for me that I picked up physically anyway. BBB. B's all across the board. Apparently I'm a B cover guy. So we went with Hawkman issue number 4. And this one is not done by Steven Stejnik. Whatever how you pronounce that guy's name. He's amazing. But this is done by Del Keown, who you all are familiar with from Hulk, Pit, things of that sort. Hawkman issue number 4. Great stuff as always. Out of Robert Venditti and Brian Hitch on that book. I really dig it. Adam Strange kind of brought me into being a Hawkman fan, I guess. I always liked Hawkgirl because from like Justice League United, things like that. The animated series, they did a great job with her. Now she's doing a great job over in, the character's been doing really, really well over in Justice League as that's going right now. So definitely check that out. If you haven't, you should. What are we talking? Oh, I haven't seen the Catwoman 4 cover yet. Or maybe I have. I don't know. I'll pick it up. I'll figure it out. It'll be all good. I'm reading. Hold on. Comic Boy says, I'm not a huge fan of some of the males that he draws. He goes a bit feminine. He does a great job with women, though. Yeah, I'll agree with that. I don't know if I've seen too many Art Germ male covers. Maybe I have, maybe I haven't. But it does seem that he does lean toward the female figure more for whatever reason. But he does a great job with it, so I can't complain, right? He did a great job on some of the old Batman covers. Yes. Batman covers, what was it? Justice League of America? He did some of those. Was it Justice League of America? Is that what I'm thinking? Or was it Justice? I don't remember. But yeah, he's done several. So if you go back and look at just like Art Germ, look up all the covers that Stanley Art Germ Lou has done, you will see some awesomeness. Philly Superman, Mr. J himself is here. Jay, I hit you up on the Discord, sending my reviews, brother. His name is Stuart Immonen. What? Oh, it's the mask one. I don't. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Phone telepathy. Phone telepathy. Phone. Yes. Phone it in. Exactly. What? I don't even know what name we're talking about. Stuart. Steven Stejnik's name is Stuart? That sounds wrong. I watched an interview with him and he said Steven was cool. Oh yeah, no problem, Jay. Cool, cool, cool. I'm gonna leave this book to the end because it was my favorite this week. Favorite. Now here we go. It's Sideways issue number 8. I don't know. I've just been really digging this book. This is probably the only Dark Knight's Metal tie-in that I'm still picking up in physical form. I mean, videos on this one. What? Kenneth Rockford did the cover still, it looks like. So, great book if you're looking for a new DC book to pick up. It's only at issue 8. If it's somebody that you haven't read yet, you don't know anything about this character. If you're a Spider-Man fan, I think you would really enjoy this book, as it kind of has that kind of feel to it. You know what I'm saying? It's not Spider-Man or anything like that, but it gives you that kind of feel. You know what I'm saying? So it's an easy transition from somebody who's been reading Spider-Man or something like that. Next, it was Daredevil. That's right. How many? All right, so that's Foggy down here, apparently. Though Foggy never actually gets knocked out in the book, so don't worry. Foggy's okay. Glare. We have glare issues. Those are things that happen. No big deal. But Daredevil 608 sees Mike Murdock, the fictional brother of Matt Murdock, who has now come to life thanks to the Reader. Good job, Reader. Messed it all up, man. And of course, he's not wanting to be unmade, as it were. Unmade. So see how that kind of plays out and what's going on there. And I mean, it's a Daredevil book, so it's probably not going to turn out well. You know, like that's the story of Daredevil's life. is nothing really ever goes that well for him. It seems like, yeah, this might be the best way to do it, and then it blows up in his face. He's a man of constant sorrow. It's the Daredevil. Catholic guilt and all. It weighs on him all the time. That's right. I'm a 727. and I'll just take a moment to say that I really appreciate everybody coming into the live chats, new subscribers and things like that, especially with my content being way down, as it were, from what it was at one point. So I really appreciate that, everybody. It means a lot to me. Keeps the channel kind of going, as it were. It gives me reason to keep making these videos. And at some point we will get back up to normal strength of videos. No worries. I would still, my goal has always been 4 a week. At one point I was solid on 3 a week with no issues, and yeah, then things change. But hey, that's life, right? That is life. What are we saying? Oh, you're good, Jay. Scotty said Sideways is exciting. Tacoma Comics is here. Bingerang? Bingerang. Like Bangarang? Were you watching Hook earlier, Tacoma Comics? I don't know. Maybe we randomly got another subscriber and pushed us up to 728. Who knows? Who knows? I think it's awesome if we did. Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks, Scotty. Appreciate that. All right. So another book I picked up this week. I just went with the A cover on this one because Marvel. And the B cover was nice, and I don't think there was any upcharge for the B cover. Normally, my shop with any cover that isn't A on a Marvel book, they'll pump up a little bit. But I just went with the A cover for Fantastic Four, issue number 2. Have not read it yet, but excited to see what's going on in this book. Of course, we have Valeria and Franklin here, so that's really cool. Glad to have them back, as always. Great stuff. And then this book is from last week, but I read it. I really, really dug it. High fantasy type thing. If you want to check out my written review of this book, it's over on ComicFrontline from last week's reviews, so definitely check that out. New reviews this week that I did are Hawkman, Daredevil, and this other book that I haven't talked about yet. And those will be up later today, thanks to our good buddy, Philly Superman, Mr. J. Rebel Comics is here. What's going on? Says Eggs and Steak. Oh, Matilda. That was so funny. Matilda Gothica, if you guys haven't heard. Make sure you follow her on Instagram. She's always drawing some good stuff. But it was funny. She originally thought when she started watching the channel that I was saying eggs and steak, and not eggs off steak. Which, hey, that's an easy one to go with. And I think Eggs and Steak Comics, that would be a good channel too. I think that would be a lot of fun. I should probably go ahead and swipe up that name before everybody takes it from me, which has probably already happened. Steak. That's right. Steak. Steak's so good. I've recently switched. Well, as in the last like 2 weeks, week and a half, switched to the carnivore diet. Woohoo! Meat all the time. It's just meat. It's wonderful. After you get past the first week of it, I was trying to for a while go down to it, and I'm completely on it now. It's actually a really, really good thing. Sideways should be oriented in landscape. I think it should be. That's right. Ooh, that's a good tagline there. Eggs and steak, breakfast of champions. Read your comics while you read. All right, but back to this. This is Elric the White Wolf, issue number 1. I really, really dug this book. Like I said, high fantasy type stuff. It is based off these novels by Michael Moorcock, which I've never read any of them, didn't know they existed in any way, shape, or form. There is a white wolf in it. That's all I'm saying. There is a white wolf. So, and this dude, that was what got me. It was the name of the book that got me. It said White Wolf, and I was like, all right, I like wolves. I got a couple wolves, so I went with that. So it's a good book. If you haven't been able to check it out, I would say maybe look for it. I don't know if it was a low print run or what, but it's only going to be a 2-issue mini, and I went ahead and pre-ordered issue number 2. Picked up another True Believers this week of Marvel Knights, Daredevil, and the Defenders. Number 1, because it said Daredevil on the cover. And we have Elektra. And Black Widow is Daredevil? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. I don't remember. The last book. This, by far, was my favorite book of the week. Normally it would be like a Daredevil or a Hawkman or something, but both those issues this week were not bad in any way, but they were just pushing story as you know, no big payoffs, no anything like that. Just kind of pushing the story as it goes. So solid issues from both of them, but not over the top. This book right here, this book pushed it over the top for me. One of the most refreshing and fun books that I've read in a really long time. Really enjoyed it. Sorry for the focus on that. What are we saying? Rebel Comics is on an all pizza diet. Oh, I can't eat pizza crust anymore. Pizza is the true breakfast of champions. I'm on an all carb diet. Oh man, all protein. It's crazy. How much bread can you smell in a grocery store? I don't know. No, it was like no. Bread wouldn't even. I cut down on bread a long time ago, to the point of like barely eating any of it. I don't know, it just wasn't that awesome. But, alright, so the book I'm talking about this week is Wrong Earth. This is the first book out of Ahoy Comics. Definitely check this out if you have not been able to. You know, contact your shop, see if they've got it, see if you can grab it. This was excellent. Ahoy Comics, their first book. They got tons more coming out, but if all their books are like this, I'm going to buy them all, without question. Already ordered issue number 2. Made sure I pre-ordered that so that I don't have to worry about it, because when I went to the shop, it wasn't on the shelf, and they pulled one that they put in kind of back just for me, so I really appreciated that. Yeah, but great story, great art. What else can I even say about this book without kind of spoiling it? I don't really like to compare it to something, but if you wanted an idea of what's going on, think like Batman 66 and Flashpoint Batman. So those two characters switch places, and what happens, right? How do they switch places? What's going on there? I don't know. But it was really, really cool to see, kind of go through the dialogue, especially on the Earth Alpha, I believe. I don't know if they actually referred to it as, it's probably just Earth. And then there's Earth Omega. But we have Dragonfly, we have Dragonfly Man, and the Dragonfly. Two characters, the same guy, different worlds, brought up in different ways. It's crazy. It was really good. And he's got a sidekick named Stinger. So, for all you little stingers out there. Jay said he just read it. He agrees. I think it's awesome, man. Jesse also concurs. Yeah, and what was cover on this one? It's a $3.99 book, because everything's a $3.99 book now. Nice, nice. Okay, they do call it Earth Alpha. Okay, I couldn't remember. I was pretty sure that's what it was. But yeah, just a solid book. Really enjoyed it, and I hope you guys are able to pick it up if you are able to find it at your shop, or get it digitally, whatever. Just really support this company, especially with that first book coming out. They've got a lot more coming out next month. We also get backup stories in here by Grant Morrison, which was really, really cool to see. So he's on board with the company apparently, and all that kind of fun stuff. So that was pretty much all. That was, like I said, all the books that I picked up this week. Going to the con tomorrow, going to see what I can find there. Hitting my shop for Batman Day tomorrow also. It's going to be a busy, lot of driving day. A lot of driving. But, in general, normal is subjective. That's right, it really is. What is normal to you may be crazy to anybody else. But yeah, so that's it, everybody. This, like I said, this was going to be a quick Friday afternoon comics this week. I got to go buy dog food before it's time to feed the dogs. So otherwise, they will get crazy. So, but I hope everybody has a great weekend. I am going to try my best for a Sunday morning comics this week. So everybody check us out on Sunday mornings. We'll be going over whatever we found at the con tomorrow and what I was able to procure at Batman Day. So have a good one, everybody. Thanks so much for checking out the chat. I really appreciate that, everybody showing up. And we will be back soon with some more stuff.